What's up, everybody? Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Hey, happy Friday. I got some good stuff to talk about today. Super good stuff. So, let me share my screen really quickly, and then I'll jump into it. Let a couple people sign up or just join. Strength label. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. What is up? Hey, happy Friday, everybody. This is the week review, right? The Trade Zone week review. I'm your host, Jeff Moore. Super pumped. We do this every Friday, right? God willing, we come in here, do our week review. I got some cool stuff to talk about today. Oh, man. So my question is, did you see the clues? Did you see the clues? That's what we're going to talk about today. All right, let's share the screen. So for those of you that are, hey, new to the channel, do me a favor. Hey, hit that subscribe button, or at least think about hitting that subscribe button. Hit that little bell to be notified when I shoot a brand new video. Hey, and make a nice comment. I'm going to point out some things today that you may not know. All right? Super good. Like I said, I'm Jeff Moore. Been trading for 15 years. Been in the financial space for 25 years. My latest book, actually my only book, Trading Part-Time. It's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and I give away a free copy, the ebook copy, for people who are in my private group. So y'all ready? If you are, do me a favor. Pop it in chat. Let me know. Let's get this bad boy rolling. I got some good stuff to talk about today. So let's start with the market. So this is our week review. And I titled this one, Did You See the Clues? Because I'm going to point out some stuff that you may or may not know. Let me just make sure we're live really quickly, guys. Just want to make sure that we are live. Just give me a second. Make sure we are live. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. We're live. All right, cool. God, it's going to be good today. I'm pumped. All right, so here we go. So today the S&P 500 was up 33 points. What a big, big day. Now, I've been telling my students, and again, watch this the whole way through. The whole way through, because you're going to love it. So I have been telling my students that, we had this W pattern, right? So we hit a high, we hit a low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high. So classic downtrend, right? Well, then we got this hammer right at the 100, okay? That was that first shift, right? That A. For those of you that trade the ABC pattern, this was A, or 1, because the higher low, it changed the sequence, right? Lower lows and lower highs, boom, higher low, it changed the sequence. That's the first clue that we might be reversing. Another clue that I looked at, and again, we're going to talk about some cool stuff. Another clue that I looked at was this divergence down here on the Forecast Pro. And by the way, the Forecast Pro is now available. So I really worked hard this week to get this together for you guys, and it is incredible. So we had a divergence. Now, it didn't completely change trend. If you notice, when we get this divergence, this line up there, it automatically prints. What that line is it's a major resistance area. It automatically. So the divergence, so if I have it, and again, I did a video yesterday on divergences, so make sure you watch it. So a divergence is a short-term momentum shift. It doesn't mean trend change. But when I got this divergence, and you see this green dot, I don't know if y'all can see it, but You got this green dot. You got this line. So what it is as price was going down, the indicator was going up. So that's a divergence. And look what happened. We shot up to this key resistance area. So that's it. A divergence, it's just a short-term momentum shift, not a trend change. So it actually played out. It's not a trend change unless it breaks that resistance, okay? So then it came back down here, came back up, boom, higher low. So if you're looking at the pattern, number one, when we get a divergence, I'm not looking for it to immediately shift trend. Not immediately, okay? It could be kind of that last flag or maybe form double bottom. Well, in this case, it formed what pattern is that? Boom, boom, boom. Right here, right? It's an inverted head and shoulder. So you can draw the neckline, and then yesterday we crushed the neckline, right? But this divergence back here was telling us that, hey, listen, there is a high probability that we are slowing down and we might change trend. Okay, now we also had a ready aim fire on the Ready Aim Fire Pro, and we started to get that squeeze, right? And that's one of the things that I really like, those divergences into the squeeze. So that was clue number one, right? I'm going to talk about, I think, 4 clues, or at least 3 clues of why we should have known what was going to happen. That was clue number 1. Hey, do me a favor, whoever's here, let me know, okay? So for those, and since you just jumped in, I'll kind of just recap really quickly. The divergence here signaled short-term correction, which it worked, right into the resistance, which is automatically drawn. When you get this divergence on the Forecast Pro, it automatically draws the major key resistance area, right? The supply zone, it automatically draws it. That's huge. We're expecting price to go up to that. Then it rolled over, boom, boom, inverted head and shoulders. We broke the neckline. Okay, so that's clue number 1. Now, let me give you the biggest clue, because that was huge. So let's go look at the Aussie Japanese yen. This was big time. And again, hopefully you guys made money, because it was pretty easy to make money this week. Right? All right, so let's look at this. Now we're looking at the Aussie Japanese yen. So I want you to look at right here, okay? And I talk about this pair all the time. If you are not watching the Aussie Japanese yen, you're missing out, okay? The foreign exchange market leads, 99% of the time, it tells the story. Not only did we have a divergence on the SPX that formed an inverted head and shoulders, but watch this. So if you look at this little flag, okay, I want you to go right there at the resistance. Let me see if I can draw it a little better for you. I'm going to actually use the tools on Toss to draw it for you. Right there, okay? That's the resistance area. Y'all see that? Let's kind of zoom in real quick. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So we had this flag, and look at this. Boom, it broke out. So let's take a look at what day that was. That was October the 7th. So the market broke out. The Aussie against the Japanese yen broke out on the 7th. Now, this pair right here is known as the carry trade. It's an interest rate play. The Japanese yen is a safety currency. It's a safety currency. When people are scared, they go to the Japanese yen. When people are not scared, they buy the Australian dollar. So this pair, even if you don't trade this pair, you should watch it. It's going to help your equity trading so much. So much. So October the 7th, look what happened. Okay, October the 7th, boom, it broke out of resistance. Boom, boom, and it climbed up. So remember, October the 7th. Let's go back to the SPX. Let's look at October the 7th. Okay, October the 7th, here was resistance. It had not even reached the resistance. Now we're going to take it, we're going to peel back and go a couple layers deep. So this was October 7th. Look at October 8th, 9th, and 10th. So number one, the Australian dollar was breaking resistance. We weren't even at resistance. But here is the most important thing. Okay, look at this little pattern right here. Okay, so look, it went up, pulled back. Just remember that pattern. Okay, that little flag. Let's go back to the Aussie Japanese yen. Okay, I want to make sure you guys see this next time. Look at this. There it is. So on the 7th, check this out. On the 7th of October, it had already broken a pattern that the SPX hadn't even formed yet. Okay, look at this candle right here. This is game changing, guys. Nobody else is going to hit you with what I'm hitting you with right now. So, October 7th, look at this candle, right? What is that? You might call that a shooting star, you know, a bearish pin bar. Okay, but think about it. What day did that happen? September 28th. And then what did it do? It formed the flag and it broke out, right? So let's think about it. Went up September 28th here, and then it formed the flag and broke out on the 7th. So check this out. Doesn't this look, this is like freaky. Doesn't this look right here like September 28th on the Aussie? So check this out. Aussie had already formed the pattern that the SPX hadn't even formed yet. So on October the 7th, the Aussie JPY had already broken out of a pattern that this one hadn't even formed yet. So it was giving you a clue what the heck was gonna form. Like this, I'm telling you, nobody's gonna tell this. So check this out. And again, if you're just joining me, you watch this, you go back and watch this. This is such a game changer. Now, let's look at this period right here. Remember, the Aussie Japanese yen was already breaking out of a pair that the SPX hadn't even created yet. So you had an idea what the XPS was going to do. Now, check this out. We're going to look at this period right here. So let me get my thing. That is the 8th, the 9th, okay, the 8th, the 11th, and the 12th. 8, 11, and 12. We were going down. So it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. This was Friday. We had an inside bar. Monday and Tuesday of this week, we were down. Okay? 8, 11, 12. Let's go look at the Aussie. This is crazy. Crazy. So remember, let's talk about it. This pattern right here had already formed a week and a half before the SPX. So on the 8th, the 11th, and the 13th, that the market was forming this. Okay, we already knew what was going to happen because the Aussie JPY told. Look at this. 8, 11, 12. Right there. So we broke out of the pattern there, The market was still way back there. Then when the Aussie Japanese yen was screaming to the upside, after it broke out, the SPX was going down. This pair told you what was going to happen. It told you what was going to happen. It showed you. It played its cards a week before the market. You must watch this pair. We're not done yet. And look at today. It just screamed. So all of these days after it broke out. And remember, the SPX, when this broke out, was just starting to form this pattern. So the Aussie told us exactly what was going to happen. Okay? Now let's take, it's mind-blowing. Now let's take a look at something else. Let's take a look at something else on this pair. Since we're on this pair, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my my drawn items. And this is like freaky stuff, I'm telling you. So let's see anything else. So we had a squeeze. Look at this. We had a divergence right here. So price going down, this line is a bullish divergence. Price is down, the indicator's up. It represents a short-term momentum shift until it breaks the key level. You can barely see it, but let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. Nobody's talking about this because they don't know it. Okay? So you got this bullish divergence right here, right? Price was going down, indicators up. It's giving you a clue into the future, right? Now, this line automatically prints. With this indicator, when you get a bullish divergence, the key resistance automatically prints. Automatically. That is a zone that price is likely to go up to. This is a couple day snap. If you guys trade options, short term, there's some pop in that. Okay? There's some pop in that. Now, you see this line. When that line is broken, now we're more likely to reverse trend. The other one is just kind of a pause, like a snapback, and then it's slowing down. But when it breaks the resistance, the probability is we're changing trend. And look what happened. Again, this is fascinating. Okay? So we got the divergence. The Radiant Fire Pro wasn't really helping me. The squeeze indicator wasn't helping me. But what happened was when it broke through the divergence right here, that was telling me that this downtrend was more than likely to change. It broke to a high. It pulled back, broke out. When it broke out, the SPX was just getting here. It was lagging behind. But it showed you with the divergences, with the breakout, exactly what was going to happen. This pair is absolutely golden. The Japanese yen safety. People put their money in the yen when they're scared. They take it out of the stock market. They put it in the yen. When the market's going up, they take it out of the yen. They put it in the Australian dollar and the market. This pair told the future. And again, if you're just getting here, you go back and you watch this because your understanding of the market might completely change. And then, of course, with the divergences and the trend change down here, boom. Now let's look at what's going on. We're strongly bullish, right? We're strongly bullish. The green line is in the upper zone. That's telling us where all systems go. The micro momentum is rising. Bam. No sign of rolling over. But here's another thing. When this pair rolls over, let's go back to the market. Remember, and again, I'm really diving deep in this because I want you to understand this week review. Remember this picture, right? Went up, broke out. Okay, it's rocket ship. Rocket ship, Go back to the SPX. Where are we at? We're just beginning. We're just beginning the same phase that the Aussie went through. The Aussie already broke out and it's way up here. So here's what's more than likely going to happen. If the Aussie rolls over, this might go up a couple more days because, again, the Aussie's leading the path. And then it's going to roll over. And if the Aussie already bounces, then you know there's a high probability that this is going to bounce. Or if we get a bullish divergence down here, or we get a cluster, which represents all time frames are extended, we're more likely to snap. If we get a ready, aim, fire, I mean, everything's here. Now, let's go look at another clue. So remember, right? 10:15. Today, it broke out. Let's go look at the VIX. VIX. Good old VIX. So, I've given you the clue with the divergence, the inverted head and shoulders, the biggest clue of all time that it was staring everybody in the face if they just looked at it was the Aussie-Japanese yen, because it broke out of a pattern that the SPX hadn't even got into yet. It showed you exactly what the SPX was going to do. Exactly. Now, let's look at this one. This is fascinating, guys. Let me, again, if you're watching it, the replay or live, just let me know in chat. Like, it's crazy. And we came on a little bit earlier today, but let me tell you something, man. There ain't no video on YouTube right now that you should be watching more than what I'm talking about right now. You don't know it, but you will 3 months from now or a year from now if you keep losing. You're going to go back to this and somebody's going to talk about this concept and be like, damn, Jeff was talking about that crap like a year ago. If I'd have just listened to him. This is big time, man. Big time. Swear to God, it's big time. I shouldn't be saying that, but it is. Now, let's look at the next clue. All of these clues showed us the higher probability, right? How can it help you? Do you guys trade the squeeze trade? Does anybody watching this video trade the squeeze? Well, guess what? If you saw what I've already showed you, you could have had more confidence in trading the squeeze. It was less likely to fake you out. I'm going to be doing tons of videos on the fake out, but it was less likely to fake you out if you would have watched it. Now, let's take a look at the next clue, okay, which is the VIX. All of these clues told you exactly what was going to happen this week. So that's why I titled it, Did You See the Clues? Because I don't know if you did, but check this out. So now the VIX is the fear indicator, right? It represents people buying protected puts because they're scared. The VIX is also, lots of times, it will lead. It'll tell you what's going to happen. So look at now, but it's the opposite. Remember the market, it went up and it did this, and then it broke out today, right? It broke out today, that. So the VIX, you would expect it to be the opposite, right? Look at this. Yesterday, the VIX broke through support with a vengeance. A vengeance. Look, it closed down here. It broke support big yesterday. Today was a follow through. So yesterday, check this out. Let's go back to the SPX. Because again, I'm going to show you something else on this. God, I hope y'all are still watching this. This is freaking amazing. It's like crazy. So check this out. Yesterday, we barely got above resistance. Barely. Okay? So remember, went up here, barely got above yesterday. The VIX yesterday shattered support. Shattered support. Look at this. So the SPX was barely getting, it was like this, look. Barely getting above. Barely. This shattered support. So right there, that was another clue that today would be a follow through to the upside. because the VIX already broke support. And not only did it break support, but it shattered support. So today, the market, huge, because the VIX told you. And the VIX followed through to the downside. So not only did we have the divergence, not breaking the key area, rolling into an inverted head and shoulder, the Aussie Japanese yen by itself could have made you, I don't even know how much money could you made. I can't recommend nothing, but the Aussie Japanese yen by itself could have made you so much money. It's sick. It's sick. It actually told the future. Like it did. It's crazy. The VIX yesterday shattered support. The market barely was closing above resistance. It told you what was going to happen. It told you exactly what was going to happen. So that's why I titled this, Did You See the Clues? Today, you should have made a lot of money. This week, you should have made a lot of money. You had no business losing this week. None. If you looked at the clues, right? And the biggest one was the Aussie Japanese yen. I mean, I cannot stress to you enough. For those of you that just got here, I highly encourage you to go back and watch it because this is a game changer. This pair right here showed you what was going to happen. Like a crystal ball, man. Like a crystal ball. The VIX told you today was going to be an up day because of yesterday. The Aussie told you that, hey, the market's going down like Monday, Tuesday. So what? It's going to reverse because it was just in the same pattern that the Aussie already created, right? And then again, this pair strongly bullish on the Forecast Pro, strongly to bullish. The divergence right here and breaking that major resistance. Remember, with this indicator, I just made it available yesterday. Nobody else has it with these dots, okay? Nobody. And what happens is when you get this divergence, short-term momentum, and again, I know I've talked about it, but I'm really driving this point home that, man, there's no way you guys should like lose. No way. No way. If you are, I don't know how. So look, divergence, okay? I did a video yesterday, right? Momentum shift. I know I'm recapping this, but I want you to get it. This line right here automatically prints with this indicator. It prints the major resistance. So we're likely to snap up to resistance because it told you these dots, this line. And then we broke through. The breakthrough of the major resistance zone is it's a trend change, right? At least the higher probability. So the Aussie's already reversing trend when the market is still going down. And then this pair broke out of a bull flag pattern and the market was just starting the same damn pattern. Did you see the clues? Did you? Right? That I hope you did. Okay? Now, this indicator all sorts of stuff. So let's look at today, right? The diamonds. So the Dow Jones was up over 300 today. It looks very similar to the SPX, right? Today it shattered. What's up, man? Guys, if you just got here right now, please watch the recording. Your trading will never be the same. It won't. It won't. You're going to religiously start looking at the Aussie JPY. It's going to be, you're going to look at the Aussie JPY more than you look at anything. Okay. And if you don't, you're crazy. You're crazy. Okay. So check this out. Look at so the diamonds up 300 points today, broke through resistance, just like the SPX. Let's look at the clues. Do you see this right there? Let's show you. Okay. Right. I like doing these little reviews. So look at this. Ready? Let's get the drawn items here. Okay. Looky. All right. So here's what we got. Equal lows. No problem. Look at the Ready, Aim, Fire Pro. What is that? I just did a video on this yesterday. Mine even says the word divergence. But look at the slope, right? Rising lows in the oscillator equal lows in price. That is a bullish divergence. It's a short-term correction. Now, look at this. On the Forecast Pro, the divergence happened last week. It led the Ready Aim Fire Pro. The divergence happened a week before the Ready Aim Fire. Man, we got 5 people that just popped in. Go back and watch this recording. I can promise you it will be the best video you've seen out there, okay? But let's keep going. Let's talk about this. So we had equal lows. I'm just trying to give you guys like all of these clues so you can make better trading decisions. I don't care if you're with me in my school or not. I'm trying to help you. Okay? Now, equal lows in price. Bam. Ready Aim Fire Pro divergence. Slanting up, right? Oscillator, equal lows. Oh, that's great. Short-term correction. Where are we going to go? Well, I'll tell you where we're going to go. This divergence a week before the Ready Aim Fire. So I knew a week before the freaking Ready Aim Fire that this trend was coming to an end, the downtrend. It shows you. And guess what? When we printed this divergence, which we already knew, into a squeeze. When you get a divergence into the squeeze, that squeeze has a super high probability of firing, bam, straight up. Okay? Now, check this out. Man, okay, so on my indicator, when the divergence prints, which led the Ready Aim Fire Pro by a week, look what the Ready Aim Fire Pro was doing. There was no clue. It was converging. There was no clue up to that point. It was going in line with price. It couldn't have helped you. My indicator threw out a divergence before this one even started. Now, check this out. Let me zoom in. I mean, this is like fascinating stuff. Okay, so second thing is, look at this right here. This indicator automatically prints the key resistance area that price is likely to snap up to. Think about how much money you can make there. Let's get real, okay? Let's get real. So you got a divergence here, which told us high probability of snapback. You buy a call option right there, you make 60 to 70% like that, okay? Now, this major area prints automatically. You don't even got to do it. That is a key resistance. Price goes up to the resistance. It can't beat it. It can't beat it. Comes back down. Okay? But that divergence was telling you that, hey, we're likely to shift. But until this gets broken, we're not going to change trend. Okay? Remember, we're watching this area. This is what I'm going to teach the people who get this indicator. Exactly what we're doing. Exactly. Now, all of a sudden, the Ready Aim Fire Pro prints a divergence. A week later, that's fine. At least it printed into the squeeze, came back up to what? The same dang resistance area. Now, this doesn't draw it all the way across, but you can go get your own line, right? Go get your own line right here. Hang on. This is like a great live. Whoever's watching this, oh my God. Okay, look. Came right up to that area. We know that's a major area because way back here it told us, but we got a divergence. So then it pulls back into what? Inverted head and shoulder. Bam. I mean, are you freaking kidding me? Every single thing on here, like we knew. We didn't know the exact day, but we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming because this started the cycle. We got some money here. We finally got the divergence here with the equal low, or the equal low into the squeeze, broke out, game, set, match. And the Aussie already freaking told us this was going to happen, right? Let's go look at the QQQ. Oh, looky. The Qs, okay? Qs, double divergence. Check this out. And again, this is like I'm like really pumped today, guys. I'm pumped. There's a lot of money that y'all should have made all week. You should have made a lot of money all week. So look, no divergence here. Okay, but look at this. We had a divergence, short-term correction. It didn't break, pulled back. We've got another divergence. Boom. Okay, pull back, and now it broke this. So these divergences, again, short-term change. But the most important thing is when you break the line, remember, when you get the bullish divergence, it prints the resist. It automatically shows me that this line right there is everything. Yesterday we broke through, bam, we are off, okay? Now, IWM was a chump today. IWM ain't giving us nothing. There was a divergence back here. It penetrated the line, boom. So it did break out, but overall, it's just nasty. I mean, even the radiant fire, when you get the arrow up, down, it's like psycho. Okay, nothing good. It was actually down today. Gold. Look at gold. But again, I know a lot of people that made a lot of money this week. A lot of money. Because again, nobody can say we know 100%, but there was a high confidence level that they knew the market was going to do exactly what it did. Today, I know some people that made millions today because the VIX yesterday shattered support. The Aussie was rocket ship. They put so much money on the line, they made $1 million plus today. Not me, but them. Again, some people got more guts, right? But anyway, let's take a look at what's happening here with gold. I mean, I'm just fascinated, guys. So bearish week. So it's telling us the intermediate trend. Yes, you can look at the chart, but if you don't quite understand, this indicator will tell you if it's bullish, if it's bearish, like it automatically tells you, right? Now, we've got micro momentum down here. We got the short-term momentum pulling back. We're in a squeeze. Not much going on. The only thing that excites me is sometimes when you get this line down here in the bottom, look, you see that? Look at last time. When you get that line down here, what happens? It bounces, right? Every single time, look, bam, okay? So whenever, this is one of my trading strategies with this, by the way. Whenever the orange line comes in that lower zone, that's the micro momentum, right? It's down. So there's a high probability that in the next couple of days, we're going to at least snap back 1 or 2 days. But think about it. If you're trading options, 1 or 2 day pop, how much money can that make you? So if you just wait till the orange line comes in the zone, bam, orange in the zone, bam, orange, it didn't get in the zone, hey, that's a couple days. Today it's in the zone. So we're more likely to snap, right? It might come down 1 more day, but it's more likely to, I mean, look, every single time it's in the zone, it pops. How can you not make money with that? This one, the ready aim fire, that's not telling me. I mean, look, like right here, this was coming down. Yeah, that wasn't much of a move, but I mean, for those of you guys that day trade, boom, look at this. In the zone, this is coming down. So as this was, the ready aim fire didn't help you there. Now, look, we got an aim. So finally we got an aim, but we already knew, man. I mean, we already knew, right? We're already taking advantage of these little pops. Boom, that's a strategy, right? You get the little line down here, it's game on, right? This indicator is now available. Nobody's got it. It's my indicator. Like, you're getting first crack at it because yesterday was the first day that I told anybody about it. So just check down below in the description. you'll see it. But nobody else has it, and it's the best. It's the best. This and the Squeeze Pro and the Ready Aim Fire Pro together as a team, shit, it's over. Oil. Let's go look at oil. Oil has been screaming, right? Check this out. Now, we got a bearish divergence. So I'm gonna make it where you guys can see this freaking thing. It's like nuts. Okay, look at that. So sick. You see this red dot? This line prints a price going up, indicator going down. That's a bearish divergence. And look, boom, couple days snap back, right? Every time it gets the divergence, snap back. Divergence, snap back, okay? Now, but here's the most important thing. You can make some, how can this help you guys? Simple. Let's say you guys get in a squeeze trade. It fires to the direction you're going up. You get a divergence. Now you move your stop loss up. Simple, right? So if I'm in a squeeze and it fires in my direction, let's say up, I get a divergence, I'm going to move my stop loss. Hey, where can you move your stop loss? Let me show you. This is sick. So when you get the divergence, look, this line automatically prints. So we're expecting price to pull back into that line. That's the support level. A minute ago, I was showing you the resistance. Just flip it. That's the major support level. Price is likely to pull back to that level and then bounce. Now, if it breaks this level, we can change trend. So you could move your stop loss to underneath, right? That's just, again, I've got rules that I trade, but you can, if you're in a profit and you get that divergence and that line prints, just move your stop loss up. Can that help you? You're damn right that can help you. Okay, and it told you what was going on. Okay, and right now we are strong bullish. I love oil. My short-term momentum's up. Now the micro momentum's down, so we might get a pullback and then just go. But look, every time this goes in the lower zone, pop. Lower zone, pop. Okay, so this one was right here. Pop. Pop. I mean, are you kidding me? Every time this goes in the lower zone, like pop. How can that help you? It can help you big time. Big time. All right, so discretionary was up today. Financials up. Transport. All the sectors were up today except communications, utilities, and staples. But I think I've given you guys some such powerful information. Couple things before I go. Number one, if you just got here, you're watching live, I encourage you to go back and watch this replay because your trading won't never be the same. And if you don't, that's your choice. Okay? Second, this Forecast Pro, it's got so many signals, right? Market posture, divergences, add points, stop losses, targets, everything. This is my indicator. You won't find it with these signals, okay? These dots. It's available now. That's it. Only way you can get it, through me. You guys been seeing me demonstrate it. I've had so many emails about it. Game changing. Now, if you get that, that's mine. I'm not an affiliate. It's just mine. And I use it every freaking day for so many reasons. Squeeze Pro, amazing. Ready Aim Fire Pro, amazing. These three indicators together will transform everything for you if you have a solid plan, okay? So the Squeeze Pro, Ready Aim Fire Pro, down below, I'm an affiliate with Simpler Trading. You can go buy those indicators through Simpler Trading right now. That's cool. But if you get them through my link, you're not going to pay any more money. You get them through my link, I'm going to give you over $2,000 worth of bonuses for free. For free, for you helping me. You're going to help yourself, obviously, because you're getting the indicator, but you're going to help me, so I'm going to hook you up. Just check down below. This Forecast Pro which has intermediate time frame, micro time frame, short-term, divergences, clusters. It prints supply and demand zones. It's available now. Check down below in the description. What's up, Thomas? Oh my God. If you just got here, brother, please, when I get done, I want you to go back and watch this video. Please. I can tell you with 100% certainty, if you watch this video from beginning to end, your trading, you are going to have some light bulb moments. I know it. I believe it in my heart, brother. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, bro. Indicators ready. I'm ready to start teaching people about it. We got the Squeeze Pro, the Ready and Fire Pro, the Forecast Pro. They're all pro, right? Okay, great stuff, guys. Great stuff. I'm super excited. Hopefully you enjoyed that week in review. Do me a favor if you did. And I can tell you right now, what I gave you today for free, other people will charge you lots of money for. Not me, because on Friday, that's what we do, baby. The weekend review. But you can reward me by hitting the like button, right? Hit the like button. That's how you help me. Then make a comment, a nice comment. I'd appreciate it. Okay, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so, because this is the place to be. Every Friday, we do this. Every Friday live. And if you're interested in any of the indicators that I extensively talked about today, extensively, and showed you how, I mean, it could have transformed everything, just check down below. And if you watched this and you left and you didn't come back, shame on you, because you're probably going to struggle for the rest of your trading life. Yeah, I'll check. Did you get in the group? Here, message me privately on WhatsApp. I'm not even sure if you're in the group, brother, because today there was activity all day in that group. Message me. Here, do this, Thomas. I don't want you to put your number in here, but I'm going to put my email, okay? Because all day today, there was activity in that group. I mean, I took a couple trades. There was future trades all day. I mean, there's activity every day. But it's only in the group. I don't know if you're in the group. You got to get in at those. But don't worry, I'll take care of you. Hang on. I'm putting my email right now in the chat. I don't know if you're going to see it, but hang on. Don't go nowhere, brother. Jeff@tradingparttime.com. Jeff@tradingparttime. So Jeff, I don't know if you see the chat because I don't know how it works. Trading and then part, or my WhatsApp, right? Part-time is a hyphen. Because we need to add you to the group. Because if you're in the group, there was activity in that group all day. And again, I'm not one of those that alert like just trades. I only alert trades that I'm taking. And I'm very strategic on what I take. I'm not one of those guys that takes trades all day long. That's suicide. I'm one of those people that I look for like my perfect setups, perfect entries, and if I don't see it, I don't trade. Trading is not about how many trades you take a day. It's about how many quality trades you take a week, right? And if there's no setups, you don't take no trade. But we are trading the futures, right? We traded the futures. Crypto, I alert crypto. Shit, my crypto portfolio, I show people today, it's like 370,000. I alert my Forex, but again, I don't alert unless I trade. Those other freaking services, they're just taking trades like crazy maniacs. I don't do that crap. You know, I take trades based on, you know, my market posture, and only if it's good. If it's not good, I'm not going to waste my damn money. But if you're not in the group and you got the alerts, you need to be in the group. And if you are in a group, there was activity all day. And if I didn't alert, I did. I put a bear call spread trade today. But again, I may only take 1 or 2 trades a day. Because again, the more trades you take, especially if you're buying calls, it's like suicide. But brother, message me, my man. Rock. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. I'm really pumped about this. Check down below in the description. rock and roll. Have a great week. We'll see you in the live coaching this week. For those of you that get the indicator, I'm scheduling live training because I went ahead and I launched it, right? People wanted me to launch it. I did. I could have waited a month and built more videos. I've got some videos, but we're going to be doing it live. So when you get the indicator, you're going to see in the membership area that there's going to be a link that says there's going to be live classes. So we're going to start scheduling live classes where I'm going to be going through it and recording it. So I could have already filmed that and charged you thousands of dollars, but I didn't. I charged less so we can do all the videos together. There are videos already in there, but we're going to be building it together live. So you get the benefit of having me teach you live. Thomas, you're welcome, brother. All right, everybody. Woo! That's what I got for you. Watch the recording, Thomas. It's game changing. And anybody else, thanks for being here. All right, everybody. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll see y'all next week, same time, same place. If you didn't see my video yesterday on YouTube, hey, do me a favor. Go watch it. Give it a like. I'd appreciate it. It might just help you. Peace out.